I legally forced my HOA president to jackhammer her brand new $70,000 swimming pool to pieces, and now she plays the victim just because she tried to steal an old man's house. I am 72 years old. For 40 years, I have lived in a modest cedar cabin. Now, it is surrounded by a gated community of cookie-cutter mansions. Susan, the new HOA dictator, decided my property was an infection. She started small. She towed my 1978 Ford pickup while smiling from my driveway. Then, she escalated. Because I grew heirloom tomatoes instead of ornamental shrubs, she convened an emergency board meeting. A sheriff's deputy handed me a formal eviction notice. She was seizing my home. She looked at an old man in faded denim and assumed I was powerless. She assumed the homeowners association owned everything inside those iron gates. She was catastrophically wrong. I didn't hire a lawyer. I am a retired civil engineer. I walked to my fireproof safe and pulled out the original 1984 county plat maps. When this neighborhood was just dirt, the developers desperately needed my land to route the main municipal water lines. I refused to sell. Instead, I secured a permanent grandfather clause. My property is legally severed from their jurisdiction. They do not own my dirt. I walked into the crowded community clubhouse right as Susan banged her wooden gavel, announcing my eviction to 50 neighbors. I unrolled the heavy, yellowed blueprints directly over her neatly typed agenda. I brought backup. A city code enforcement officer walked in, a man I personally trained 25 years ago. He looked at her fake eviction notice and laughed in her face, completely shattering her authority in front of her entire kingdom. But humiliating Susan was just the warm-up. What she didn't realize was that her brand new luxury pool was built directly on top of my legally protected, high-pressure water easement. To find out how I shut down the entire valley's water grid and forced her to destroy her own backyard just so the neighborhood could flush their toilets, click the related video linked right here.